In the name of Allah, the most beneficent, ever merciful. In our last session, we discussed verbs not normally used in the continuous tenses. In this session, we intend to discuss the simple present tense. The simple present tense is formed in the affirmative. The simple present tense has the same form as the infinitive but adds an s for the third person singular. Affirmative, I work. Negative, I do not work. Interrogative, do I work? Negative interrogative, do I not work? You work. You do not work. Do you work? Do you not work? He, she, it works. He, she, it does not work. Does he, she, it work? Does he, she, it not work? We work. We do not work. Do we work? Do we not work? You work. You do not work. Do you work? Do you not work? They work. They do not work. Do they work? Do they not work? Irregular verbs form this tense in exactly the same way. Contractions. The verb do is normally contracted in the negative and negative interrogative. I don't work. He doesn't work. Don't I work? Doesn't he work? Spelling notes. Verbs ending in double S, SH, CH, X, and O add ES instead of S alone to form the third person. I kiss, he kisses. I box, he boxes. I rush, he rushes. I do, he does. I watch, he watches. I go, he goes. When Y follows a consonant, we change the Y into I and add ES. I carry, he carries. CARRIES. I copy, he copies. COPIES. I try, he tries. TRIES. But verbs ending in Y following a vowel obey the usual rule. I obey, OBEY. He obeys, OBEYS. I say, he says, SAY say, SAYS. The simple present used to express habitual action. The main use of the simple present tense is to express habitual actions. He smokes, dogs bark, cats drink milk. This tense does not tell us whether or not the action is being performed at the moment of speaking. And if we want to make this clear, we must add a verb in the present continuous tense. He is working. He always works at night. My dog barks a lot. My dog barks a lot, but he isn't barking at the moment. The simple present tense is often used with adverbs or adverb phrases such as always, never, occasionally, often, sometimes, usually, every week, on Mondays, twice a year, etc. How often do you wash your hair? How often do you wash your hair? He goes to church on Sundays. It rains in winter, or with time clauses expressing routine or habitual actions. Whenever it rains, the roof leaks. When you open the door, a light goes on. Other uses of the simple present tense. A. It is used chiefly with the verb say when we are asking about or quoting from books, notices, or very recently received letters. What does that notice say? It says, no parking. What does the book say? It says, cook very slowly. I see you have got a letter from Anne. What does she say? She says she is coming to London next week. Shakespeare says, neither a borrower nor a lender be. Other verbs of communication are also possible. Shakespeare advises us not to borrow or lend. A notice at the end of the road warns people not to go any further. It can be used in the newspaper headlines. Mass murderer escapes. Peace talks fail. It can be used for dramatic narration. This is particularly useful when describing the action of a play, opera, etc., and is often used by radio commentators at sports events, public functions, etc. When the curtain rises, Juliet is writing at her desk. Suddenly, the window opens and a masked man enters. It can be used for a planned future action or series of actions, particularly when they refer to a journey. Travel agents use it a great deal. We leave London at 10 next Tuesday and arrive in Paris at 1300 hours. We spend 2 hours in Paris and leave again at 1500 hours. We arrive in Rome at 1930, spend 4 hours in Rome, etc. It must be used instead of present continuous with verbs which cannot be used in the continuous form, as for example, love, see, believe, etc., so that we can say I love you, not I'm loving you. It is used in conditional sentences type 1. If I see Anne, I'll ask her, unless you take the brake off, the car won't move. It is used in time clauses when there is an idea of routine. As soon as he earns any money, he spends it. She takes the boy to school before she goes to work. When the main verb is in a future form, it will stop raining soon. Then we will go out. When it stops raining, we will go out. Please wait for the next session.